Yeah, I'm lying. I mean, not live, but
All right. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Captain Shazel, all right?
Officer Arya Yasharella.
Man, we're here in beautiful Costa Rica and here to give all honor, power, and glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. You got to turn that down. And we're here to give our Sabbath day lesson. It's going to be like a real brief lesson. This is, I first want to give the Most High praise for giving us a chance to be here with my good brothers. This is our first lesson together. Mighty man of the Lord, if you happen to be in the Costa Rican area, if you live in the country, you have mighty men of the Lord who are here for you to help you deal and move in the spirit of the Most High. Our lesson today is going to be about the pagan origins of New Year. Okay, that's what our lesson is going to be about today. And I know New Year's is over, so to speak. However, the remnant of New Year's is still in play. People are still, in New Year's spirit, right out. They still out here in New Year's spirit. They still out here in the spirit of celebrating. But we have to know what we celebrate. We always here at KOI, we always talk to our people about what they celebrate and what they keep in. My brother's got some information that he's going to read. And if you want to go ahead and bring that out, we'll bring it.
Okay, this is the history of New Year's, basically the pagan origin of where it came from. In 46 BCE, the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar first established January 1st as New Year's Day. Janus, that's Janus, it's like January.
Wait, Salakia. Did you say Julius Caesar established? Can you read that part again?
First established January 1st as New Year's Day.
So Julius Caesar was the one to establish it, not the Heavenly Father, not America, not anything like that. It was Julius Caesar that established January 1st as the new year. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Janus was the Roman god of doors and gates, and he had two faces, one looking forward and one back. Caesar felt that the month named after this god, January, would be the appropriate door to the year.
So you guys kind of understand we're talking about another Roman deity that this was placed to. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Caesar celebrated the first January 1st New Year by ordering the violent routing of revolutionary Jewish forces in the Galilee. Eyewitnesses say blood flowed in the streets. In later years, Roman pagans observed the new year by engaging in drunken orgies, a ritual they believed constituted a personal reenacting of the chaotic world that existed before the cosmos was ordered by the gods.
Now, if y'all listen to that, what does that sound like now? Drunken parties, bunch of sex parties randomly out here with just random people. That's the same thing that they do on New Year's Eve. A bunch of wild parties, a bunch of drunk parties, people getting together. It's all a Roman, it's paganism based in Roman belief. It's a Roman belief system. Hey, if we can get everybody to put them likes up, let's get them likes up in the group so we can get the algorithms out. We appreciate it. How about Shemar Shabbat? Go ahead, my brother.
As Christianity spread, pagan holidays were either incorporated into the Christian calendar or abandoned altogether. By the early medieval period, most Christian Europe regarded Annunciation Day, March 25th, as the beginning of the year. According to Catholic tradition, Annunciation Day commemorates the angel Gabriel's announcement day, announcement day to Mary that she would be impregnated by God and conceive a son to be called Jesus.
Okay.
After William the Conqueror, aka William the Bastard, and William of Normandy became king of England on December 25th, 1066. Okay, so that's year 1066. He decreed that the English returned to the date established by the Roman pagans, January 1st. So they went to March, where it was supposed to be, and went back to January 1st.
So they changed it. So they ended up keeping it in the springtime when everything was new, and then went back to January 1st. All right, read on, bro.
This move ensured that the commemoration of Jesus' birthday, this is not Jesus' birthday, December 25th, could align with William's coronation, and the commemoration of Jesus' circumcision, January 1st. That's just way off.
Wow.
Would start the new year,
Wow.
thus rooting the English and Christian calendars and his own coronation. William's innovation was eventually rejected, and England rejoined the rest of the Christian world and returned to celebrate New Year's Day on March 25th. So they're going back and forth with this. About 500 years later, in 1582, Pope Gregory VIII abandoned the traditional Julian calendar by the Julian reckoning. The solar year comprised 365.25 days, and the intercalation of a leap day every 4 years was intended to maintain correspondence between the calendar and the seasons.
So this was all in effect to change the seasons and the times, which the scriptures speak clearly about. Okay, go ahead.
Really, however, there was a slight inaccuracy in the Julian measurement. The slight inaccuracy caused the Julian calendar to slip behind the seasons about 1 day per century. Although this regression had amounted to 14 days by Pope Gregory's time, he based his reform on restoration of the vernal equinox, then falling on March 11th.
So we're talking about the Gregorian calendar. That's exactly where we're leading to, is where you get your Gregorian calendar from. Okay, go ahead, bro.
To the date had 1,257 years earlier, when Council of Nicaea was convened, March 21st, 325 CE. Pope Gregory made the correction by advancing the calendar 10 days. The change was made the day after October 4th, 1582. And that following day was established as October 15th, 1582. The Gregorian calendar differs from the Julian in 3 ways. 1, no century year is a leap year unless it is exactly divisible by 400. Years divisible by 4,000 are common. Common years, Salakia. And once again, the new year will begin with the date set by the early pagans.
Y'all see that? The new year would start with the date beginning with the early pagans. All right?
The first day of the month of Janus, January 1st.
Janus, January 1st. That's the name of this deity. Go ahead.
On New Year's Day, 1577, Pope Gregory VIII decreed that all Roman Jews under pain of death must listen attentively to compulsory Catholic conversion sermon given in Roman synagogues after Friday night services.
So you're talking about the Israelites in Rome who were forced to follow Catholicism and Christianity after they came out of worship on the Sabbath, is basically what's happening. Go ahead.
On New Year's Day, 1578, Gregory signed into a law a tax forcing Jews to pay for the support of a house of conversion to convert Jews to Christianity.
So basically, he's forcing them to convert themselves to Christianity by paying or blood flows. Go ahead.
On New Year's 1581, Gregory ordered his troops to confiscate all sacred literature from the Roman Jewish community. Thousands of Jews were murdered in this campaign.
Thousands of Jews were murdered. Read.
Throughout the medieval and post-medieval periods, January 1st, supposedly the day on which Yahushua circumcision initiated, the reign of Christianity and the death of Judaism was reserved for anti-Jewish activities, synagogue and book burnings, public tortures, and simple murder.
This is what you celebrate when you celebrate New Year's, when you're saying Happy New Year. That's what you celebrate. The worship of another deity, another lie by the oppressor or Esau. You got some more on that? Or is that it? If that's it, we're going to scripture. Okay. So, no, that's good. So you got to understand where a lot of these pagan rituals come from. They come from the ancient times. And this is why we bring these things out, so you know what you're celebrating. You know what your family's celebrating. Everything's a lie here, which is why the Most High got his foot on the oppressor's neck and why he's destroying this wicked ass place. All right? Go ahead. You got something?
Now, a lot of y'all, you get this information and you hear it, whatever, and you still, continue to do these pagan holidays and stuff. At this point, you just a follower. Okay? You just want to do what everybody else is doing. That's what you want to do. But it's a big price to pay.
Right.
It's a big price to pay. All right.
Right. And the hardest part about it is a lot of it is the people that you know, the people that you know and love, who are never going to come out of paganism. All of this is paganism. It has nothing to do with the Most High. There's nothing righteous about it. It's all about worship of this God. Forgive me, the Most High. May Most High forgive us for using this deity's name for edification, Janus. Okay. My first scripture I want to get is Exodus 20:3. Okay. Exodus 20:3. So we're going to go into the law. First 5 books of Torah, and we're going to go ahead and read the law real quick.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Read that again.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Read verse 2. Salakia, start from verse 2.
I am the Elohim.
You can read it as it's written.
Okay. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Come on.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
The main thing I want everybody to understand is this is the first commandment listed in the 10 commandments. Okay. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. At no time, period, point blank. Prior to us talking about the pagan god of New Year, okay, I know there's only a few of us here, but there's a lot of us online. How many of y'all knew that you were celebrating New Year's to a pagan god? Did y'all know that, ladies? Did y'all know that? Okay, if anybody in the chat, I'd like for y'all to respond too. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that New Year's was the celebration of a pagan god named Janus? Please just like and subscribe, follow us, respond to us in the chat. Because if you did, then you still celebrated it, you were meant to be a pagan and you finished. If you see that and you say, wait a minute, I didn't know, let me not do this again, and you turn from your ways, then you are of the circumcision, and the Most High is calling you to be grafted back in and repent and follow his law, statutes, and commandments. Let's get Leviticus chapter 18. And verse 26. We're not going to keep y'all long. We wanted to hit this and be clear and concise about what's going on and do this the right way. Let's get Leviticus 18 and 26. Bring it out when you got it out.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you.
Mm-hmm.
For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you. The land is defiled.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That the land spew not you out, Salakia. That the land spew not you out also.
So you don't. So the land doesn't kick you out because the land's defiled. Read on.
When ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you.
Mm-hmm.
For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people.
Mm.
Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God.
So we understand that the law clearly states to us that there is no way that you should do anything else of anything with the heathens' custom. We shouldn't follow any of the heathens' customs or their laws, okay? Because that is an abomination, okay? Loso Black said, I didn't know that this was a heathen holiday at first. Yeah, a lot of us didn't know. A lot of us didn't know. We figure, we just do what we've been told. We do what we saw, and tradition is passed down until you come into this truth and you learn what righteousness is, and you learn what pagan worship and idolatry is, because that's really what it is. It's idolatry. Okay, let's get Colossians 2 and 8. It's just passed down. It's just what we got used to because somebody in our family kept it, some of our friends kept it, and we didn't see anything wrong with it because everybody was doing it. If everybody's doing it, then it shouldn't be bad, right?
That's what they with. They with everybody. That's
right.
What they want to do.
They want to follow after everybody. But watch this. Bring that out.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
Through what?
Philosophy.
Philosophy, honestly, is another name for religion. That's all religion is a philosophy. Read.
In vain deceit.
Come on.
After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of men. Come on.
After the rudiments of the world.
After the rudiments of the world. Come on.
And not after Hamashiach.
Yeah, and not after the Most High Son, Yahushua Hamashiach. This has nothing to do with the scriptures. Tradition has nothing to do with the truth. Absolutely nothing to do with the truth. Okay? Everybody understand that. So if you say, I'm just following tradition, well, when you're reading the scriptures, it says nothing about tradition. It says nothing about you keeping and following tradition or man-made philosophy. This has nothing to do with us as a nation of Israel, who are the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Indians of Seminole and Negro descent, according to prophecy, archaeology, and history, are the true Israelites according to the Bible. And if this falls into your lap and this is who you are, you look at these scriptures as your constitution, as your history, your law book. It has nothing to do with the rudiments of the world, nor after the tradition of men. This is what we're trying to show you. Okay, let's go back to the law. Let's get Exodus 23 and 13.
Okay.
Come on.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect.
Be what?
Be circumspect.
Be circumspect, meaning be careful. Read.
And make no mention of the name of other gods.
Mm-hmm.
Neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
That's why I sat here and asked for forgiveness for the Most High, because we're doing this out of edification, but we don't speak of other gods. You're not even supposed to, it's not even supposed to come out of your mouth. All right. Let's get Revelation chapter 21, verse 6.
The book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
And he said unto me,
Mm-hmm.
It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
Mm-hmm.
I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Come on.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be his God,
Mhm.
and he shall be my son.
Bring it home in verse 8.
But the fearful
But the fearful,
and
read.
unbelieving
The unbelieving, come on,
and the
abominable, which are the ones that the Most High hates, read,
and murderers
and murderers
and whoremongers
and whoremongers. Everybody out here being sluts. Everybody out here jumping from bed to bed, read,
and sorcerers
and sorcerers. You want to follow witchcraft, paganism? You want to follow after these damn tarot cards and crystals and horoscopes and all this stuff? Look, this is where you fall. Sorcerers, read on.
and idolaters.
And idolaters, the people that worship other gods. You worshiping New Year's and keeping New Year's with everybody else, according to pagan tradition, you are keeping a pagan tradition that is worshiping another idol. It's a false god. Read.
And all liars.
And all liars. Whether you lying about who you are, whether you're lying to women, whether you lying to yourself. Read on.
Shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Which is what?
The second death.
Which is the second death. So you're not finished after this. Okay? Judgment still has to come. And if this message is reaching you and you have an understanding that you need to get, reach out to us in the chat. Reach out to the congregation. There's mighty men of the Lord that are in the area that you're in. We can help you. We're here to help our people. We're here to help you grow, help you get understanding. The Most High is putting judgment in this earth, and the time is short. And keeping these pagan holidays, when you know this stuff is wicked and it has nothing to do with our people, is going to get you judged. Okay? You're getting your visitation today.
Keep thinking it's a game.
You got anything else on that? That's all I got.
No, that's all I got.
Okay, so just keep, like my brother said, just keep thinking it's a game. Keep thinking that, oh yeah, well, whatever. You know, I'll just do whatever I do. I'll do whatever I like to do. I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah, I know you watching.
Right.
I know some of y'all watching that think this a game, especially people that know me personally. Keep thinking this a game. Keep doing these pagan holidays, and after I done told you, and you done seen, you know, y'all see this information. It ain't no secret no more.
Right.
You know, this is the ages of information. It's all out there. So you just keep playing this game like it's a game.
Right. And you know, like the scriptures say, once you receive the truth, there remains no more sacrifice to sins. So you got to understand, it's grace is a grace period. It's not what the Christian church told you. It's just like when the light company says that they're giving you a 10-day grace period. And what happens after 10 days? What does the light company do? Turn your lights out. That's what the Most High does. So listen, we love you, Israel. This is why we're giving you the truth straight like that, uncut with no chaser. You have to heed to the warnings of these last days. I'm Captain Shazael, all right?
Oh yeah, Yasharella.
And with that, as always, I want to give all honor, power, and glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. And with that, we'll say shalom.
Shalom.